Freedom movement was from 1951 to 1968. The main goal of the freedom movement was to end systematic racial injustice as well as the exploitation and oppression of blacks across America. They also demanded social and political equality. To achieve this, many Americans, black and white, protested not only through sit-ins, but they participated in marches and boycotts as well as freedom rides and nonviolent protests. Through the marches, protests, and sit-ins, they achieved the ability to have their voices heard politically by voting, as well as equal rights, being able to eat where whites ate, and also the end of Jim Crow laws. Reverend Martin Luther King was one of the most famous names in the freedom movement and played an important role in the achievement of equal rights of black Americans. But his name sort of overshadows the contribution of other less known activists like Stokely Carmichael, who took more of a confrontational approach to the freedom movement. He felt that change could only come from black political power. He formed a black independent political party and went down to Alabama to get blacks to register to vote. Another name that we don't normally hear of is Diana Nash. Unlike Carmichael, she took a more peaceful approach and believed in nonviolence. She involved herself in integrated lunch sit-ins and was part of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. And also Ella Baker, who was an important icon in the freedom movement. She traveled from town to town convincing blacks to join together and fight for their basic human rights. She implemented campaigns that targeted lynching as well as job training for blacks and black teachers to gain equal pay. Business leaders like those who own restaurants did not take kindly to these sit-ins. Some would shut down and close their restaurants for days to prevent blacks from sitting in. The activists, government officials like Mayor Ben West was not so supportive of this movement either. After a group of college students in Nashville sat in, many got arrested. Mayor West went on to say that a disturbance of peace cannot be permitted. The activists later met up with the mayor in front of a huge crowd that marched to the city hall, and this is where Reverend C.T. Vivian condemned the mayor for not speaking out. They asked the mayor to take a personal stand on the situation and talk about how he felt about it. And with that, he stated that he felt that it was morally wrong to deny someone service based on the color of their skin. Though he received a lot of criticism, he stated that if he had to answer the same question again, he would answer it the same way. 3 weeks after his statement, blacks were served for the first time in lunch counters in downtown stores. And that's it.